You're too broke to be sexist. Vertical bar wife destroys husband's traditional values. Let me tell you about how my marriage nearly exploded over a dinner that was never cooked. It's a story about tradition, expectations, and what happens when old world values crash into modern reality. First, you need to understand where we come from. My husband grew up in what people call a traditional family. Mom at home, dad bringing home the bacon, everything picture-perfect 1950s style. Me? I was raised by a mother who practically made me swear a blood oath never to depend on a man financially. Two completely different worlds. I'll give credit where it's due. My husband worked hard to break free from his upbringing. He became an equal partner, sharing housework, being an involved dad, the whole package. But there's this one thing that drives me crazy. He can't seem to cut the emotional umbilical cord with his parents. You know how some people want their parents' approval? He needs it. Everything was running smoothly until my in-laws decided to grace us with a 2-week visit. Let me explain how our household usually works. I handle breakfast, everyone sorts out their own lunch at work or school, and my husband takes care of dinner. We even have a cleaner, though she's on holiday right now, so we're all pitching in to keep the house decent. Simple, right? Well, not according to my in-laws. To them, I'm what they call one of those modern women, said with the same tone people use for discussing a mysterious rash. They hate that I work, hate that I don't live to serve my family, and really hate that their son actually helps around the house. We had a frank discussion early on where I laid down the law. In my house, we live by my rules. When I visit them, I'll play the perfect daughter-in-law they want. Fair deal, right? So picture this. I get home yesterday around 6:15, exhausted and starving. We usually eat at 7, so I rushed upstairs for a quick shower. Coming down to help with dinner, I found nothing. No food prep, no cooking smells, just my husband avoiding eye contact like it's an Olympic sport. That's when my mother-in-law decided to pipe up. According to her, I needed to do my duty as a wife and cook for my family. My husband? Still practicing his impression of a statue. So I did what any reasonable person would do, ordered takeout. Just for me and the kids. When my in-laws and husband eventually joined us at the table, helping themselves to my takeout, mind you, my mother-in-law wouldn't stop. On and on about what a failure I was as a woman. Finally, I looked at my husband, giving him a chance to step up. Instead, he sided with his mother, said I should act more like a proper woman and take better care of my home and children. He had the nerve to tell me that tradition exists for a reason, and that I was insulting his upbringing by thinking I was too good for it. That's when I snapped. Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have said it in front of the kids, but you know what? I told him exactly what I thought. Tradition won't allow a man on $35K to support a family of 5, and you're too broke to be so sexist. Harsh? Maybe. But watching tears well up in his eyes while he excused himself from the table didn't give me the satisfaction you might think. Still, after busting my behind cleaning up his messes and dealing with his parents' constant judgment, something had to give. The truth is, it's not about the money, it's about respect. It's about acknowledging that times have changed and that partnership means more than just following outdated roles. If you want to play by traditional rules, you better be able to support those traditional expectations. Our kids witnessed all of this, which isn't great, but maybe they learned something important. Standing up for yourself isn't just about being right, it's about being realistic. You can't demand a traditional wife when you're living in a modern economy. The house has been quiet since then. Sometimes the truth hurts, but maybe that's exactly what was needed. A reality check served with a side of takeout.